Owen, you'll take wins however they come, but that was a really hard-fought one tonight. What are your thoughts on the performance?
We'll have to look back at it. It's still pretty raw at the moment. We didn't find our way back into the game for large parts of it, but I'm glad we stuck at it. I'm glad we fought our way to a win and fought there at the end to keep Samoa right. We'll have to look back at what we can do better because there's plenty there, but I'm glad our attitude to the end. Yeah.
Can you put your finger on maybe why things didn't click as they have been in recent weeks?
It's never one thing. Obviously, Samoa have got a massive part to play in that. The way that they came out and fired shots, we made a fair few mistakes. Our discipline weren't as good as it has been in the other games, and a lot of that is down to Samoa. And we'll have to look at ourselves and see what we can do better.
And perhaps that performance sets you up nicely ahead of a quarter-final. So what do you think are some of the biggest lessons you might take into next weekend's game, whoever you face?
Well, again, we'll look at it. We'll look at it properly. We'll look at it carefully now and make sure we take the learnings from it. But it's what we do with it now. We fought our way to a win. We're in the position we're in now, and we'll look forward to next week.
And personally for you, maybe not sunk in quite yet, but you are now England's all-time leading point scorer. Just how proud are you of having a record of that standing?
I've not really thought about it too much at the minute. Obviously, it's a big honour, a massive honour, especially for this team. But my mind's been fully focused on us, and it will be for a while. So I guess we'll look back at it later on.
Thanks, Owen. See you next week.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks.
All right.
Steve, a tough night, but you got the win in the end. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
Well, I think my initial thoughts are immense credit to Samoa for the way they played. I thought that performance was outstanding. It was a real tough test, and there was certainly bits that weren't at the required standard by us. It was a really hard contest, and that I think will do us a lot of good for next week.
What were some of those things that you think weren't at the standard you were hoping to see tonight?
Well, I think if you look at the number of turnovers in that first half in particular, that hurt us, and then it gives a team that has such attacking power as Samoa, it gives them opportunity. The players went through that really tough period and ultimately found a way to win. It was not pretty. It was not the standard we wanted, and it was very, very scrappy. But the other side, these players found a way to win, and that'll be good for us going forward.
And as things point to, you might be facing Fiji in a potential quarter-final. Do you think you'll be taking some really good lessons from tonight into a game against similar opposition?
I think we'll take huge lessons from this game tonight. I think this was very difficult, and I say it was not the performance we wanted. But the players navigated a way through it and found a way to get the result. And ultimately, as we move into next week, getting the result is what matters.
Thanks, Steve. See you next weekend.
Thank you.